The next few pieces we're going to look at are known as Venus figurines. Now, Venus figurines is sort of a broad term. It's used to describe more than 200 small statuettes that we tend to see of the female form. They all follow a pretty standard model, which is why we put them together. For example, the general enhancement of breasts, hips, and thighs. And why are they doing this? We believe that they are fertility forms, that they would have associated these characteristics with sexual and human fertility. And it's no different than what we do today in magazines, where we enhance certain characteristics that we generally associate with fertility. The hips, the belly being enhanced are generally encouraging this idea or capturing this idea that they recognize that there needs to be a certain amount of body fat in order to carry a pregnancy to term. And then the enhanced breasts are to feed the child after, because in the prehistoric world, the ability to feed a child after it comes into this world is going to be very limited. You don't see the use of any kind of formula, at least we don't have a record of it, until around 3,000 to 4,000 BCE, starting in the Middle East. And by the way, they use goat milk for that. So that defines what these are. Now, why are they called a Venus? They look nothing like a razor. Well, the reason is the people who discover them, especially in the 17th and 18th centuries, 19th centuries, are going to be heavily influenced by Greek and Roman culture, by classical culture. And so they look at these, they go, it's a nude, so it must be Aphrodite or Venus. As they live in Europe and they are heavily influenced by the Romans and the Latin culture, the Latin language, they go with Venus. Now, just to remind you, 25, 30,000 years ago, they have no idea who Aphrodite or Venus is. That goddess has not been invented, does not exist. It's the people who are finding it later who are assigning the name to it, because these never come with name tags. There's never something, pasted on that says, hey, by the way, we saw these as this, and giving us a great deal of information. That being said, let's take a look at a couple of these Venus figurines.